Have you ever stopped to consider how home organization can directly impact the quality of life, safety, and even the health of an elderly person? Often, small accumulations and the lack of a simple system can turn a home into an unfavorable environment, generating stress, making it difficult to locate essential items, and in more serious cases, even causing accidents. This video isn't just about tidying up. It's about creating a space that promotes well-being, autonomy, and peace of mind for those we love most or for ourselves as we age. Imagine a home where everything has its place, where searching for medication doesn't turn into a treasure hunt, and where the risk of tripping is minimized. Does it sound like a dream? Know that it's entirely possible. In the next few minutes, we're going to explore 7 critical points of disorganization common in elderly homes. And even better, we'll present simple and practical solutions you can apply today. Get ready to transform the home efficiently and caringly, ensuring more comfort and safety for everyone. Chapter 1: The Nightstand. The nightstand is, without a doubt, one of the most prone places for item accumulation in elderly homes, quickly transforming into a veritable minefield of objects. It's where daily and nightly medications, reading glasses or distance glasses, TV remote controls, books, magazines, tissues, and even water glasses are placed. This diversity of items, though all useful at some point, can create significant confusion, making it difficult to quickly locate what's truly necessary, especially in urgent moments or during the night. This disorganization on the nightstand isn't just an aesthetic issue, but a real concern for the elderly person's safety and autonomy. Difficulty finding glasses can delay reading a medication leaflet, and searching for a lost remote control can lead to accidental falls during the night. Furthermore, the accumulation of open and disorganized medication bottles can lead to medication confusion, increasing the risk of wrong doses or forgotten doses, seriously compromising health. To solve the nightstand clutter, the first step is sorting. Ask the elderly person to actively participate, if possible, helping to identify what's truly essential to have at hand. Eliminate empty packaging, piles of old newspapers, and objects that aren't used frequently, such as pens that don't work or forgotten jewelry. The goal is to drastically reduce the number of items, leaving only what's fundamental for daily life and immediate needs. Next, invest in simple and practical organizers. Small boxes with dividers, baskets, or trays can be extremely useful for grouping similar items. For example, a specific box for daily medications, another for glasses, and a small basket for remote controls. This creates a clear visual structure and facilitates location, eliminating the need to rummage through everything in search of a single object. Accessibility is key to the success of this organization. Finally, establish a simple and quick maintenance routine. Encourage the elderly person or their caregiver to dedicate 5 minutes at the end of the day to put items back in their proper places. Explain the importance of each object having its designated home, making it easier for the next time it's needed. This daily practice, as simple as it may seem, prevents accumulation and keeps the nightstand always functional, promoting a safer and calmer environment. Chapter 2: The Kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home for many, but in elderly households, it can easily become a point of disorganization that compromises safety and nutrition. Disorganized kitchen utensils, scattered in messy drawers or piled up in hard-to-reach cabinets, not only frustrate but can also cause accidents. Poorly stored knives, falling pots when removed, and unstable stacks of plates are daily risks that can be easily avoided with a little attention and organization. Beyond the clutter of utensils, the presence of expired food is an even more serious problem in an elderly person's kitchen. Often, due to difficulty reading labels, forgetfulness, or mobility issues that prevent regular trips to the market, products in the pantry and refrigerator end up past their expiration date unnoticed. This not only leads to wasted money, but more importantly can lead to serious food poisoning, representing a direct risk to the elderly person's health. For utensils, the solution lies in categorization and accessibility. Start by emptying drawers and cabinets, separating what's used daily from what's occasional. Discard broken, rusty, or duplicate utensils. Use organizing trays with dividers for cutlery and spatulas in drawers, keeping everything in order. For pots and pans, use vertical separators or stack them in a way that allows easy access without the need to lift heavy items or unbalanced stacks. Regarding expired food, the key is a routine of regular checking and visibility. Make it a habit to check refrigerator and pantry expiration dates, weekly or bi-weekly. Immediately discard any expired products. Organize food by type and expiration date, placing those that expire first at the front in easily visible locations. A good tip is to use larger labels or colored pens to highlight the nearest expiration dates, making identification easier. Finally, to ensure the kitchen remains a safe and functional environment, encourage the elderly person to keep only the essentials and to ask for help when needed. If mobility is an issue, organize the most used items in lower cabinets and shelves within easy reach. Encourage participation in cleaning and organizing, transforming the task into a moment of care. An organized kitchen means safer meals and a healthier life. Chapter 3. The wardrobe. The wardrobe is often a challenge for organization in any home, and in elderly residences, this issue is amplified. Disorganized clothes, piled without criteria or mixed in drawers, make the task of choosing what to wear a true test of patience. The difficulty of finding specific items, such as a pair of socks or a favorite shirt, can lead to frustration and even discouragement, especially for those who already have some limitation in movement or vision. In addition to general disorganization, the presence of clothes that no longer fit or have been out of use for a long time exacerbates the problem. Items that don't fit the body, worn out, stained clothes, or simply those no longer to the elderly person's taste occupy valuable space. This not only makes it difficult to see usable clothes, but can also create a feeling of overload and clutter, transforming the wardrobe into a storage unit instead of a practical resource. The solution for the wardrobe begins with caring and functional decluttering. Set aside time to review each piece of clothing with the elderly person. Create 3 categories: keep, donate/discard, and maybe ruthlessly eliminate clothes that are torn, stained, or visibly no longer fit. Encourage donating good condition but unused items, explaining that they can be very useful to someone else. With what's left, focus on visual and accessible organization. Use standardized hangers to hang blouses, shirts, and jackets, grouping them by type and color to facilitate choice. For drawers, invest in drawer organizers or dividers, which are excellent for keeping socks, underwear, and pajamas tidy and easy to find. Folding clothes vertically is also a technique that saves space and allows you to see all items at once. Finally, simple maintenance is crucial. Encourage the habit of immediately putting away washed and ironed clothes in their proper places. Explain that a small daily effort prevents clutter from accumulating again. Keep the most used items on the most accessible shelves and drawers at eye level and without requiring much effort. A functional and tidy wardrobe promotes autonomy and enhances the elderly person's daily well-being. Chapter 4. The bathroom. The bathroom is an environment that requires extra attention in an elderly person's home, not only due to humidity and the risk of falls, but also because of how easily personal hygiene products can spread and create disorder. Open shampoo and conditioner bottles, half-used soaps, creams, perfumes, and toothbrushes scattered across the sink or inside the shower are common scenarios. This disorganization is not only visually unpleasant, but can also hinder access to and use of products, in addition to increasing the risk of slips. Clutter in the bathroom goes beyond aesthetics, representing a potential danger. A shampoo bottle forgotten on the shower floor can cause a serious trip, especially for someone who already has balance difficulties. Expired or excessively accumulated products can occupy unnecessary space and even be confused, leading to improper use. Difficulty finding a specific item amidst the disorder can lead to risky maneuvers, increasing the likelihood of accidents within an environment that is naturally slippery. To bring order to the bathroom, start with rigorous cleaning and discarding. Remove all products from the sink, shower, and cabinets. Check the validity of each item. Expired creams, lotions, and makeup should be discarded immediately as they can cause irritation. Throw away empty or nearly empty packaging. The goal is to reduce the quantity of items to the essential minimum, leaving only what's used regularly and is in good condition for use. Next, invest in smart and accessible storage solutions. Use niches, shelves, or organizing baskets inside the shower to keep shampoo, conditioner, and soap in fixed, easily accessible locations, preventing them from being on the floor. At the sink, a small tray can be used to group toothbrushes, toothpaste, and hand soap. In cabinets, dividers can separate towels, toilet paper, and other items, keeping everything tidy and visible. Finally, establish a simple daily organization routine. Encourage the elderly person or the person assisting them to put items back in their places after use. Explain the importance of keeping the bathroom floor free of obstacles and the sink clear. A minimum maintenance routine helps preserve organization and, more importantly, ensures the bathroom is a safe and functional place, minimizing risks and promoting autonomy in self-care. Chapter 5. The House Entrance. The house entrance is the calling card of a home, but for many elderly people, it can become a critical point of disorganization. Shoes piled up without a defined spot, coats thrown over chairs or precariously hung, and keys lost amidst papers are common scenes. This initial clutter not only creates a bad impression, but also represents a real danger of trips and falls, especially for those with reduced mobility or impaired vision. Disorder at the house entrance goes beyond aesthetics. It directly impacts daily safety and functionality. Searching for a pair of shoes can lead to imbalance, and difficulty finding keys when leaving can cause stress and delays. Furthermore, objects scattered on the floor hinder passage, especially if the elderly person uses canes, walkers, or wheelchairs, drastically increasing the risk of accidents right upon arrival or departure. To transform the entrance, the first step is to clean and clear the area. Remove everything that doesn't belong there. Old newspapers, bills, empty bags, and any item that has been temporarily dumped. The goal is to create a free and inviting space. Think about what's essential to have at the entrance and discard the rest. Less is more, especially in an environment that needs to be practical and safe. Next, invest in specific storage solutions for the entrance. A closed shoe rack or a low shelf is ideal for storing daily shoes, keeping them organized and out of the way. Wall hooks or a coat rack can be used to hang coats, bags, and umbrellas, ensuring they aren't thrown on furniture. A small basket or tray can be designated for keys, mail, and wallets, creating an organized drop zone. Finally, establish a simple daily organization routine. Encourage the elderly person to put away shoes and hang up their coat immediately upon arriving home. Explain the importance of keeping the entrance clear to prevent accidents. An organized entrance not only facilitates the routine of those entering and leaving, but also contributes to the sense of order and overall well-being in the house, making the environment more welcoming and safe for everyone. Chapter 6. The Laundry Area. The laundry area is, by nature, a workspace, and as such, tends to accumulate a variety of items. However, for elderly individuals, the disorganization of cleaning products can become a serious problem, with open bottles, spilled powder detergent packages, and piled-up rags. This clutter not only makes it difficult to perform household chores, but also increases the risk of accidents, such as slipping on spilled products or accidental ingestion of toxic substances. The presence of disorganized or poorly stored cleaning products in the laundry area poses a significant danger, especially for elderly people who may have diminished vision or smell. Confusion between different products, the risk of inhaling toxic fumes, or direct skin contact are real concerns. Furthermore, open or spilled packaging can attract pests or cause damage to other items stored there, turning the area into an unsanitary and dangerous environment. To bring order to the laundry area, the first step is rigorous sorting and conscious discarding. Gather all cleaning products and check their expiration dates. Discard empty containers, expired products, or those no longer in use. Make sure chemical products are disposed of safely, following packaging disposal guidelines or consulting an appropriate collection service to prevent environmental contamination. Next, focus on safe and accessible storage. Use shelves or closed cabinets to store cleaning products, preferably in higher locations to prevent children, if any, from reaching them, and so the elderly person doesn't have to constantly bend down, which minimizes the risk of falls. Group similar products, for example, one shelf for laundry products, another for general cleaning, and, if possible, Use baskets or trays to contain bottles, preventing spills and maintaining organization. Finally, establish a simple and safe maintenance routine. Encourage the elderly person or the person responsible for cleaning to put products away immediately after use and to keep packaging tightly closed. Explain the importance of cleaning any spills immediately to prevent accidents. An organized laundry area not only optimizes daily tasks, but more crucially ensures a safe and risk-free environment, protecting the health and well-being of the elderly person. Chapter 7. Office or Reading Area. The office or reading area in an elderly person's home should be a refuge of tranquility and intellect, but it often becomes a focal point of disorganization. Piles of papers, bills, old documents, stacked books, and scattered magazines are a common scenario. This clutter not only makes it difficult to locate important information, but can also visually and mentally overwhelm the elderly person, generating stress and diminishing the pleasure of dedicating themselves to reading or other intellectual activities. The disorganization of papers and books goes beyond an aesthetic issue. It represents practical risks. Important documents, such as payment receipts, medical exams, or insurance policies, can be lost or damaged amidst the clutter. Unstably stacked books and magazines can fall, causing accidents or blocking passage. Furthermore, difficulty finding a specific title can discourage reading, depriving the elderly person of an activity that stimulates the mind and promotes well-being. To organize the office or reading area, start with an exhaustive sorting of papers and books. Create categories, keep, scan/archive, and discard. Eliminate old correspondence, outdated magazines, and pay bills that no longer need to be physically kept. For important documents, consider scanning them and storing them on a flash drive or in the cloud, keeping only essential physical copies in specific labeled folders. Next, invest in efficient filing and organization solutions. For papers that need to be kept, use accordion folders, organizing boxes, or filing cabinets, all properly labeled for easy identification. For books, use accessible shelves, organizing them by theme, author, or frequency of use. A small basket or box can be useful for recent magazines and newspapers that are being read, preventing them from scattering. Finally, establish a routine of regular discarding and filing. Encourage the elderly person to dedicate a few minutes each week to dealing with new correspondence and archiving or discarding what's no longer necessary. Explain that keeping the environment tidy facilitates access to information and makes the space more pleasant for reading and relaxation. An organized office or reading area is an invitation to continuous learning and tranquility, vital elements for the elderly person's quality of life. Conclusion: throughout this video, we've seen that organizing an elderly person's home goes far beyond aesthetics. It's a fundamental pillar for safety, autonomy, and quality of life. Small changes in 7 critical points, from the nightstand to the office, can make a gigantic difference, transforming the home into a safer, more functional, and welcoming environment. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, but rather the creation of a space that minimizes risks, promotes well-being, and facilitates the daily lives of those we love so much. We hope these simple and practical tips inspire you to start this transformation today. If you liked the content and think it can help others, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next valuable tips and content. Your participation is very important to us.